Let's learn how to order fractions. I have a set of three fractions, 2/4, 1/5, and 6/8. If I want to figure out how to put them in order from least to greatest, I have to figure out which is the smallest, which is the biggest, and which falls somewhere in the middle. The first thing I'm going to check is my benchmark. I know that I can use 1/2 to help me understand what these fractions mean. So 2/4, that's equal to 1/2. And 1/5, that's only 1 out of 5 pieces. That's less than 1/2. And 6/8 is greater than 1/2 because a half would be 4/8. By doing that, I can see that 1/5 would be the smallest because it is less than 1/2. I see 6/8 would be the greatest because it is greater than 1/2. I see that 2/4 would fall in the middle because it is equal to 1/2. If I think about it on my number line, 6/8 would be somewhere on this side. 1/5 would be somewhere on this side. And 2/4 would be right in the middle. Let's look at another example. I have 6/8, 10/12, and 4/5. When I try to use benchmarks, I realize 6/8 is greater than 1/2, 10/12 is greater than 1/2, and 4/5 is greater than 1/2. So I'm going to use another strategy. I'm going to try drawing a model. And just like when we drew models to compare two fractions, I'm going to place my three fraction models one on top of the other. So I need to make 6/8. Then I need to make 10/12. And finally, I have to make 4/5. Those last pieces don't look equal. I'm going to redo my 4/5 to try to make them match a little better. That's closer. Looking at my model, it looks like 6/8 is the smallest with the least shaded. And it looks like 4/5 is in the middle, and 10/12 has the most shaded. But I'm not really sure because 4/5 and 10/12 look really close together. It could just be that my picture is not very accurate. So I'm going to use one last strategy to check my work. I want to know which is actually bigger, 4/5 or 10/12. I can use common denominators to figure out an easier way to compare these two fractions. And I know that 12 and 5, a common denominator could be 60. I know 5 times 12 is 60. So I'll put 12 in my numerator and get 48/60 is equivalent to 4/5. And I know 12 times 5 is 60, so 10 times 5 will give me 50/60 is equivalent to 10/12. Since that's 50/60 and 4/5 is 48/60, 10/12 is bigger than 4/5. Let's check. Yes, that is what I found with my model. 10/12 was bigger than 4/5. So I feel confident that this is now my least to greatest order. So we tried using benchmarks to compare to 1/2, then we used models, and then we checked with common denominators to find ways to order a set of three fractions.